So, well, here, this is Lord Potato, and this is what if Naruto had Venom, Venom, Carnage, and Anti-Venom, part 4 of this what if. Yes, this is part 4 of this what if. Other than that, let me begin this what if, and let me shut the fuck up, because it's been, not 4 years, it's been literally 1 year since I actually made this, because I made part 3 around July of last year, and I never decided to continue it on. But yeah, the only reason I know about this what if is thanks to my moderator, who literally kind of asked me to do part 4. Cause, well, mostly he was wondering when the fuck am I gonna like bring this what if back, cause he hates every other what if Naruto. They either had Venom, Carnage, or fucking Anti-Venom, cause it always ends up into a harem somewhat. But yeah. Now, this what if doesn't really have a harem or any of that. Not really. I don't think I based it on that. I think it was more like murderous, thirsty, somewhat bloodlusted, and also at the same time emo Naruto. I think that's what I based it on. But yeah. And I'm gonna probably finish it like that. Probably. I don't know. Other than that, let me begin to this what if. Let me shut the fuck up and let me begin into this what if. Also, let me do a recap real fast. Also, if my moderator does see this, please put like the timer if you do not want to see a recap of like part 3. Of course, down in the mostly comments. Also, if you're really going to put Discord, you can also do that. But yeah, if he doesn't do it, then good luck. But other than that, let me begin into this recap. So what happened last time was mostly Naruto. Naruto, the cheerful, goofy goofball, well, mostly no longer. He's mostly more of a emo, thirsty, bloodlusted bastard who doesn't care about anyone's feelings. Literally does not care, except for a couple of people. The feelings that he cares about is Ino. Was it called Hakin? Hakin is the younger sister of Haku. Someone named Raven and someone named Kawa. But yeah. But entirely, he doesn't care about any other person. But yeah. And mostly, he also does care about Hinata, but yeah. But mostly, last time what happened on mostly part 3 was Naruto basically went to train and also got 2 brand new swords. Because he went to the shop where mostly Tenten works at. And Tenten does have a grudge against Naruto. Because Naruto was the one to punch and hurt Neji, or just act cocky in general. While kind of laughing at how Neji was kind of hurt, and because she's a fangirl. But of course, mostly her father named Hirashi, did decide to help Naruto in trying to get mostly seal weights, and also mostly 2 swords. These 2 swords and 2 medium swords, both of them looks customized. One looks to be black and white, and it has basically this, mostly it has to look like mostly Venom and Anti-Venom kind of fighting into the sword or trying to eat the sword or something. Mostly the blade. While the other one, mostly it's red. It's a completely kind of reddish color with a bit of black and yeah. But of course, that red is kind of supposed to be like shown to be like Carnage. A representative of Carnage. But yeah, these 2 blades. But not the point. Now, mostly he does have Carnage, Anti-Venom, and mostly Venom, which they all are somewhat getting along inside Naruto's body with also Kurama. Now, Naruto also managed to unseal the, 5-element seal that mostly Orochimaru did leave on his body, thanks to mostly Hiruzen. Hiruzen also gave him a book so he can learn about seals because he already knew the basics of it. He also knew about his father, not exactly his mother. He knew that he was already the 9 children jerky when he kind of had the mask off when he was younger. But yeah. But now he had a mask on when during the whole kind of shooting exam until he just shattered thanks to the fact of trust is fucking fake. And he knew that shit was fake. Because, well, there's no way in hell he would trust anyone again. Especially when he's on the team with 2 annoying people. One pink-haired bitch and one fucking emo-ass duckling. Who literally just is revenger. A revenger. But yeah, they still got their ass whooped by Orochimaru, but whatever. When Naruto gets to Orochimaru, he's gonna whoop the shit of him, but not the point. Also, yes, Naruto can eat people to get their jutsus, and also get their kind of muscle memory. That means like their taijutsu and other things, but yeah. But not the point. That's what mostly, yeah, that's how he can do jutsus, but yeah, through muscle memory when he eats him. But not the point. Carnage usually eats people, while mostly Venom and Anti-Venom just eat chocolate or whatever. But yeah. Now, Naruto it has become a little bit of a not psychopath. He is kind of just in control somewhat. He's mostly in what's it called? But yeah, so that's what happened. But of course, mostly we go from that happening from Naruto kind of just like managing to train his body and other things. Also learn his jutsu. Now he has 6 elements, 6 kind of nature elements. He has fire, water, earth. Well, not earth entirely, but he did train upon it to kind of unlock it. Lightning and wind, but he also has a 6-1 that's actually quite rare. And some Uzumakis have it, but not much. There was only one Uzumaki in the Leaf Village that had it, but it wasn't Minto or even Kushina. But that was Darkness Release. And yes, Naruto has Darkness Release, basically making him the second user to have Darkness Release. He's also pretty good at Fujitsu. He has learned a basic kind of version of the Flying Raijin. It's mostly the incomplete one that kind of looks like more like Toriyama's, but yeah. But of course, not the point here or there. But of course, Naruto has also changed his hair design. Instead of having mostly blondish hair, he has it right now into a blackish hairstyle with some red patches of like highlight hair. But yeah, his eyes are also a royal dark blue. So yeah, so that's the thing that he changed it to. But yeah, he would have changed it to amethyst purple just to can match up the darkness a little bit. But nah, he decided to just keep it for royal blue. He kind of liked royal blue a little bit. But yeah. But of course we go from there to actually him going against the Chunin-san. And the Chunin-san, he beat the shit out of Neji. And if you want to go rewatch it, yeah. But pretty much, he hurt Neji so bad by going to Carnage mode and beating the shit out of Neji. And not even letting him have any fucking mercy. Of course, he wasn't going to kill Neji because he made a promise to Hinata. And not to kill him. But of course, he did kind of, after hurting Neji and walking away, he kind of did go up to the stadium to raise up Hinata, Ino, and Hakin and the others. Of course, Zabuza and Haku did try to stop him, but that did not stop him from raising them up. But of course, yeah, that's the thing. But not the point. This is, yeah, and also mostly Gaara was actually still fighting against Sasuke, and Kakashi did get his ass kicked by Naruto. I forgot to mention those things, but yeah. But mostly we go into the battle between Sasuke and Gaara. Also, end of the recap, so yeah. Also, Naruto did tell Gaara to murder, brutally burn the Uchiha, crush him into... You get the point, right? But yeah, this is the end of the recap. I know it's a little bit longer, but I needed to kind of try to fit everything, and I was trying to just remember what exactly happened in part 3. Because I rewatched it, but like mostly like 4 hours ago. The reason why 4 hours ago and I didn't just start on the what if back then, because I had random shit to do. And I knew I had random shit to do, so that's why I didn't actually start on it. Because if I started on it, because other shit would happen. And I was like, I'm going to forget where exactly I'm going to leave it off. But yeah, other than that, I'm here with part 4. Don't worry, guys. I'm coming back with part 4. I'm coming back with part 5, probably later. Part 6, part 7. You get the point, right? Other than that, let me begin to Twitter. Let me shut the fuck up and let me begin. Okay? So, we begin into mostly Gaara versus, Sasuke. Sasuke is right now kind of looking at, Naruto with wide eyes. He wasn't expecting Naruto to basically be so brutal to the point that Gaara over here is smiling like an insane person. He's smiling over here like the goddamn Joker. This is where, Gaara think chuckles and says, okay, I understand. Those commands, I will listen to them. Because if I don't listen to them, I might be hurt myself. It seems I'm gonna hurt you there, Uchiha. This is where, mostly Sasuke looks at mostly Gaara with kind of scared a little bit, because Gaara looks quite creepy in the sand. He has this like sinister smile, and these eyes are basically greenish to show kind of fear at the same time, mostly madness. But yeah, the only reason he has fear in his eyes is because he doesn't want to fight Naruto and doesn't want to get on Naruto's bad side. Because that red blur was the only fucking thing that knocked his ass out and realized that basically he's not the strongest in this whole kind of tournament. This whole fucking mostly Chunin exams. That motherfucker can kick his ass. He saw what the Hyuga, what happened to the Hyuga. He's not trying to fight against the red blur. Hell no. Or whatever the hell that is. He's not trying to fight against Naruto. But of course, we go into mostly, Gaara versus Sasuke. I should also mention that yes, Ino and Tamari was still fighting before that, and yes, Naruto did clap when we'll see Ino almost won, but she lost against Tamari, and of course Shino Shikamaru did fight, and Shikamaru gave up. He's like, man, I'm too lazy, but yeah. This is where, well, he kind of says I was out of chakra, even though Naruto knows damn well that motherfucker wasn't out of chakra. That motherfucker just lazy. Lazy ass, but yeah. But of course, when what's it called? Ino did lose. Naruto really didn't care. He instead did give her compliments and other things, and kind of compliment that she became quite beautiful and strong at the same time. That mostly he was raising up Ino pretty good. This is where, well, Ino was all flustered, red, blushing. Of course, they were like in the hallway, like the dark hallway, before kind of like leaving and other things. Of course, Tamari saw this, and this where, well, she was kind of flustered a little bit when mostly the black-haired boy with rather red patch of like highlights around his head and royal blue eyes was raising up the kind of Yamanaka girl. She was a little jealous because she would like to actually go out with a cute boy. She was thinking the emo Uchiha was cute, but entirely, this guy is even more kind of hotter and cute at the same time. She kind of just get reminded a little bit of like Guards Insane side, but more tame. Because Naruto, he doesn't go fully insane. Not upon people that doesn't really deserve it, but on people that really piss him off and hurt people that he likes. Now, he only has a couple of people that he likes. Ino and Hinata in this whole fucking village. He only likes them. He also likes Hiruzen, but mostly as like a grandpa figure. For what's it called? Not Hino. Why did I fucking put Ino and Hinata together as mostly one name? But mostly, Ino and Hinata, he pretty much likes him. Not loves him entirely, but he just likes him. They're the only one other people that he doesn't truly hate. He doesn't hate Shikamaru or Choji, but they do kind of get on his nerves a bit because he did change a little bit, because one is lazy, one eats a lot. He also hates Kiba. He hates Kiba with the same passion and level of hating Neji, but the one person that he hates deepest in this whole fucking village is all the civilians, Sasuke, Sakura, and that's all. Like, he hates all of those people. But yeah, other than that, he doesn't really hate that many other people neither. He doesn't hate Shino. Shino and him are basically cool. They're quiet. They don't hate each other. They're like the quiet kids. They're cool with each other. They're like BFF quiet kids, you know. Nah, just kidding. Best friends, quiet kids. No, just kidding. Well, of course, that's a thing. But yeah. But this is where, well, mostly, other than that, he doesn't really hate that many other people. He doesn't hate Asuma. He doesn't hate Carnage because they're good sensei. He does not hate Rock Lee or Mike Guy. He hates kind of Tenten because it reminds him so much of fucking Sakura. Just less useless somewhat. Just because mostly Tenten, she kind of is like a weapon master somewhat, not much, but yeah. He hates Kakashi with a level of mostly similar to Neji, but at the same time similar to that of the Sanins. So the three Sanins that he hates from the three Sanins, Orochimaru with the fucking mostly a hate passion of fuck you with the siding of I'm gonna fucking murder you later, but yeah. But of course, mostly done to Jiraiya, and Jiraiya just pisses him off because Jiraiya just remind him of like the civilians and how he was hurt younger. And also he hates Kakashi because Kakashi doesn't believe in him for shit. He's like similar to in that role of direction of those group of people. But yeah. Yes, he puts Jiraiya on the same level as Orochimaru because, well, he beat the shit out of Jiraiya pretty bad to the point that his toads did not really want to fight. Mostly a very pissed off Naruto, who had used the Nine Tails power with a bit of Carnage in his powers, and of course beat the living shit out of mostly Jiraiya. But yeah. Also, he kind of just clocked the shit out of mostly Kakashi when he tried to dodge, but yeah, that motherfucker wasn't fast enough. Because motherfucker used Nine Tails power, a bit of it, to knock his ass up to the ceiling. And yes, he was right next to Jiraiya because Jiraiya says, first time, huh? Yeah, first time. But yeah. But of course, Naruto just doesn't really hate anyone that much, but yeah. But this is where, well, he then sees Sasuke fighting against Gaara. He doesn't really hate Gaara, and none of the Sand, mostly ninjas, just because they haven't really done shit to him. Conqueror hasn't done shit to him. Tamari neither, and of course, mostly he was a little bit interested in Tamari just because she had blondish hair and greenish eyes, similar to that of Ino. But of course, well, he has to shake that thought because now he's kind of getting perverted thoughts, similar to that of, well, a certain old man and a certain two white-haired bastards. But yeah, mostly Jiraiya and Kakashi, even though Kakashi's hair is like grayish, silverish or something. But not the point. This is where, well, mostly, well, Naruto then thinks about it'd be funny just to raise up Tamari right in front of Gaara and Conqueror, just to see how they will react. Either their fear will be gone and there will be full-on rage, or whatever. But yeah. But he thinks more outside the box than ever. He thinks inside the box sometimes, but outside the box is more interesting. But yeah. But of course, we go into mostly the battle between mostly Sasuke and Gaara. That battle was literally a one-sided battle because Gaara literally tried more than ever against Sasuke. Sasuke was using Chidori once, but this were multiple sound walls at the same time. A sound dome that had a fake Gaara was there getting stabbed by a Chidori. Because yes, the Chidori managed to pierce through the walls and hit the dome, and Gaara was not there. He was literally behind, well, mostly Sasuke. And Sasuke couldn't get out of mostly the dome because his arm was literally stuck there. And this is where Gaara says, "You lost, Uchiha." This is where Sasuke tries to kick at Gaara. Gaara grabs his leg, uses a bit of sand to start drying mostly what's it called, Sasuke's leg, because he can do that, because he does control sand. And every time I think of sand, I'm thinking of Crocodile kind of absorbing mostly water away from people. But yeah, he does similar technique to similar to that of Crocodile from One Piece. But yeah. This is where, well, we'll see Sasuke's leg is becoming skinny and scrawny, and this is where, well, he realized that he's going to die if he doesn't do something. This is where, well, he tries to kind of send a punch straight towards mostly Gaara, which Gaara blocks it with a kind of wall sand, and just kind of crushes mostly what's it called, start putting pressure and breaking the bones of Sasuke. Sasuke screams out, "Ah!" This is where the Proctor wants to stop this, but this is where, well, he got a very, very dirty look from mostly Naruto that he cannot stop this. Naruto's having such an amused grin on his face, very malicious. So much kind of this darkish, reddish energies around mostly Naruto. Naruto says, "Die, die, die, die." But yeah. But of course, this is where, well, everyone that was there wanted to just scoot away just because of that dark, reddish energy. Right now, mostly Ino didn't really get scared too much. She instead just felt quite comfortable and lay on Naruto, which Naruto didn't really mind and didn't care too much. Now, there is a certain pinkish hair girl that was kind of jealous, but truly, what is she gonna do to piss off Naruto? Because she might die next. All she sees is her crush, Sasuke-kun, right now getting hurt, thanks to the red hair guy. But this worked well. Mostly Naruto sees a couple of feathers fall from the sky, and this where, well, these feathers were actually landing on the ground, making people sleepy. And that's where Naruto noticed it was supposed to be a genjutsu, until he just used a bunch of chakra of the Naruto to just dispel the jutsu in an instant. Dispel the genjutsu. He sees Kabuto, goes into Carnage mode, and didn't let this motherfucker escape. Fucking knee him so hard in the stomach that this motherfucker just coughed up blood, smashing into the wall. This is where, well, mostly he was confused. He realized that Naruto was right now in his kind of Carnage form. This is where Sound Ninjas tried to attack Naruto, which Naruto just literally using tentacles from his body. Right now, making sharp kind of tentacles actually appear. Right now, piercing through everyone. All the Sound Ninjas and ripping through them so easily. He then looks at mostly what's it called, Kabuto trying to run away. He then puts his hand out into mostly a kind of like, think of it like what's it called, Spider-Man when he does a spiderweb attack. But yeah, that's what Naruto does. Sends this red spiderweb onto Kabuto, bringing his ass over here and saying, "Get over here!" Punching his ass straight to the ground in an instant with no mercy to it. This is where, well, right now Kabuto's face is all bloody. He tries to kill himself by using a bit of his, like, using, well, his arms to try to attack Naruto, which it doesn't affect Naruto, the chakra, and because Naruto is also affected with a coat, he kind of has right now on his body a coat of Nine Tails energy. It's kind of flowing, not really aggressively, it's just flowing normally. And this is where Naruto grabs Kabuto, both of his arms, and right now snapped them like twigs, which Kabuto wanted to scream, but Naruto then actually sent a small little tentacle to just stab upon mostly Kabuto. This is where, well, Kabuto just realized he can't scream no more because it literally hit his voice box. This is where, well, Kabuto sees nothing but no mercy in those white eyes of mostly Naruto, those white piercing eyes. This is where, well, Naruto, all he did was just fucking eat Kabuto. Take his jutsus and his medical knowledge and all the information that Kabuto had. This is where, well, he grins, realizing that basically an attack is going to happen on the Leaf Village. He also realized that fucking Orochimaru is that person in the Kage booth when it explodes. Yes, the right Kage was also there. And this is where, well, Orochimaru is there right now fighting against Hokage and the Kazekage, well, not Kazekage, the, what's it called, right Kage, and they're right now in a dome. But yeah, this is where, well, Naruto sees an explosion of battles and other things, sand ninjas, sound ninjas trying to attack mostly civilians, which he could just let those damn bastards die, or he can use this to his advantage. Very, very good an advantage. He doesn't want to let Ino or any of the other girls that he likes die. So, of course, what he does is say multi-shadow clone jutsu. And they all appear with a similar cloak of Carnage. Yes, Carnage could multiply also. This is where, well, he actually adapted to the jutsu of multi-shadow clone jutsu, but yeah. All those clones managed to have a similar connection to a small bit of Carnage body. But, of course, it rapidly kind of went around them like a suit. But this is where, well, Carnage says, rip and tear them apart. Eat them and murder them and rip them like nothing but just food. This is where, well, the Carnage, mostly infested Naruto's right now rushes straight towards the somewhat like sound and, well, mostly sand ninjas. All the sound and sand ninjas, there was like a whole army right now trying to rush towards mostly Asuma and even Carnage. But this is where like 10 clones appear of Naruto, because that's how many that Naruto summoned out, just 10. Entirely he can summon more, but he doesn't want to just overexhaust himself. He still needs to help the old man, because, well, the old man is the only motherfucker that he cares about in this entire village, other than the other girls that he cares about, like Hinata and Ino, which he did send clones to go help them. Which Ino was easily defeating a couple of sound ninjas and sand ninjas, because they were strong, but this is where, well, they weren't as powerful as her, because she trained more than ever. She was more determined than her kind of fangirl, kind of like daily active and other things, that she actually trained to actually hurt people pretty well, mostly hurt them with her fists. And of course, even though she doesn't like punching too much, she will hurt someone. This is where, well, she pulls out 2 brass knuckles because she doesn't hit hard. So of course, she had to kind of find a way to actually hurt people with mostly just using a fist style. And of course, she bought 2 brass knuckles. These brass knuckles are kind of a little bit, well, how should I say, they look like this, kind of. So the color of brass knuckles just look like these, 2 different types. She basically had them into her 2 different, mostly fists, but yeah, her left and right. There weren't 2 different types, they were the same. But this is where, well, she has a necklace around her kind of neck that was given to her mother, and this is what she can also summon out, but yeah. This is called a blue rose blade. She can summon out also a red one, but it looks different. This is where it's kind of a skinny blue rose blade that she can summon out. The other red one looks like this. Entirely, the rose blade mostly looks like a scythe, but yeah. But of course, the blue rose is a reaper, while the red rose is actually a, what's it called, scythe. But yeah. She can summon 2 weapons, but she hasn't got used to mostly the weight of it. But it's not heavy for her, because it does change with her kind of like size and mostly strength. But yeah. Now, she didn't really use this against mostly Tomari in the tuning exams, because she didn't want to reveal her kind of trump card too early on if she did kind of win against Tomari, but she lost against her. But she still put up a good fight with using some of the brass knuckles that she did borrow, or didn't borrow, she bought them thanks to mostly her mother telling her about how brass knuckles are literally helpful. Because mostly her mother did say that brass knuckles can literally help in any situation. That being literally anything. That being her being alone in the streets and some guy tries to attack her, she can just pull out those brass knuckles and clock that motherfucker in the face, knocking that bitch out. Yeah, mostly her mother is straight up a gangster somewhat. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, mostly she started using these brass knuckles and added chakra into them because mostly she also kind of did copy the brass knuckles to be similar to that of, well, chakra metal to actually kind of use his chakra metal to punch harder. But yeah, or add chakra. But yeah. And of course, she did kind of get reminded of Asuma's own brass knuckles kind of blades. But yeah. Of course, Asuma did try to tell her to put a blade on those brass knuckles. But Ino didn't want to. Instead, she just wanted to shape the kind of size of, well, her fists with chakra to make either a blade upon them. Because she did ask for chakra metal on them. This is where, well, mostly she also is pretty good at genjutsu because she was kind of asking Asuma to train her in like mostly genjutsu a little bit. So of course, mostly Asuma did teach her kind of the basic, but her mother did teach her a genjutsu that's in her family. Because her family, mostly her mother's family side, isn't just a civilian side. She used to be also a ninja somewhat, but not much because she really didn't care about this whole ninja society. So, of course, she kind of knew the basics of chakra and other things. And, of course, taught her daughter about some techniques that she managed to decide to base on flowers half the time. One genjutsu that she decides to learn was called Rose Petal Blossom, which literally makes a blossom, mostly multiple rose petals appear around mostly Ino, either being red or blue. If it's red, it's usually fire. If it's blue, it's usually ice. But yeah, this is where, well, wait, me, actually. But yeah, if it's one of those, it usually burns the enemy or freezes them. Just give them that illusion of mostly kind of oppression. There's also other types of roses, but mostly Ino hasn't figured out that many. And the other two blades are basically the special blades that mostly her mother kind of used. The red rose scythe or the blue reaper or the blue rose reaper. But yeah. But of course, well, we go into Ino kind of fighting against these sound ninjas, easily kicking the shit out of them. She also kicked one sound ninja in the face so hard, pushing him straight into a group of like sound ninjas. But yeah. This is where, well, she was mostly she kind of had her back touch someone, and this is where she turns around to see Hinata. Now, Hinata, she might be a little bit down to, a damsel in distress half the time. She might look like it, but she's not. She's quite, mostly furious in how these people attack the Chunin Sans, because she was actually, even though she is kind of scared of Naruto, she also kind of had the impression of to change herself from that shy kind of girl to being more of a formidable foe. But she didn't train too much, but she does have mostly confidence and bravery in training the gentle fist and remembering the different styles. This where, well, she also wanted to add kind of like chakra elements into it, but she never did learn how to do that. But seeing Naruto does learn how to do some chakra elements, she did ask for lightning use. This is where Naruto did teach her how to use lightning chakra at that one time in the hospital. Just Naruto show off one kind of style. He then says lightning sparks and made like a lightning spark appear in his hand. He was smiling towards mostly Hinata, which Hinata tries to copy it. But she doesn't know how to control fully lightning, but this is where, well, she only imagined it in her mind. To control lightning with her gentle fist would be quite a pretty powerful foe against enemies, and also to be someone who will be standing next to mostly Naruto. That's what both of them thinks, and that's why they train really hard. One in the mindscape, one outside. But yeah. But this is where Hinata just adds lightning into her gentle fist, even lightning to her eyes. She only thought of this into her head, but she imagined it to actually appear into her body. She is now controlling lightning, and this is where the gentle fist has become the Raiken fist. Because, well, there's no longer any gentle to these fists. There is nothing but pure lightning kind of just crackling around her fingertips. This is where, well, mostly the sound and Sandwiches were confused, but this is where, well, Hinata dashes and stabs multiple foes into like the middle of their chest so fast that they could not react. This is where, well, they were paralyzed kind of permanently. She did not hold back. This is where, well, mostly Ino then attacks some ninjas that were trying to attack mostly Hinata from above. But this is where, well, Ino says, "You okay?" Hinata says, "Of course I'm okay. Thank you, Ino-chan." This is where, well, she bows down, and this is where, well, Ino says, "Don't bow down, they're in a battle." Understood? This is where, well, both of them just giggles and smiles. But yeah. This is where, well, mostly we go into the kind of battle between Naruto and of course mostly just Gaara, because Gaara is actually right now being forced to transform thanks to Shikaku, because Shikaku thinks it'll be not a good idea to transform here, but someone actually taking control of their body. It's a kind of shield that mostly Orochimaru had in plan, just in case mostly Gaara for some reason switches the side of, well, mostly the Leaf Village, to try to force it to be transformed. But this is where Naruto appears right in front of Gaara, right now putting a seal on the mark that mostly Orochimaru put, and right now countering the seal of mostly Orochimaru, and destroying that seal. This is where, well, Gaara was confused, but this is where he gets hit in the stomach with the 5-element seal. Right now sealing Shikaku so he won't be in control too much. This is where Naruto then decides to go down on his legs. This is where, well, he starts going through hand signs, going to a seal. A clone stopped both Tamari and even Conqueror. Conqueror tried to use his puppets and Tamari tried to use the wind. The clone had basically Carnage, and this is where it just rips through the attacks. Right now rushing towards Tamari and Conqueror, but not trying to hurt them entirely. Just beat the shit out of Conqueror pretty easily and then make Tamari submit instantly. Which it was easy because she mostly her van just gets instantly destroyed by mostly Naruto's kind of clone. But yeah, Naruto sees the seal that Gaara has, the old one. He switches that old seal with a kind of stronger seal that basically doesn't make him go insane with Shikaku, and Shikaku doesn't go insane with Gaara's dot, so that's why mostly both of them were kind of going insane, and that's why Gaara was insane, yeah. But this is where, well, Naruto just switched him out pretty fast. He's quite knowledgeable of seals and much better than Jiraiya. This is where, well, he then kind of grabs Gaara and just throws him towards mostly Tamari and, well, tells the clone to kind of go off and go save some other people. The clone goes and just nods. This is where Tamari and Conqueror are confused until mostly Naruto goes to the fan. And this is where, well, he kind of noticed the fan and realized that mostly he did kind of tell his clone to stop them at any cost. He then sighs and just kind of goes up to the fan. Knows that he doesn't know how to, mostly repair a fan or any of that. He's not a blacksmith, but he can always try. He used a bit of the Nine Tails chakra to start empowering the fan, and since the fan is kind of made with chakra metal, he managed to connect back the mostly joints together, all of it together. This is where, well, he then kind of embedded with some of the Nine Tails power and gave it to Tamari, just increasing the wind kind of chakra metal entirely in it, to be more of a better material, just having the embedded of Nine Tails power inside it. That's where Naruto gives it to Tamari and says, "Here, beautiful, you can have this. Sorry about destroying that, and sorry about kind of knocking out your brother. But he will no longer be insane and no longer need to be in the mind control of Shikaku. I guess those are 3 presents for a beautiful girl like you." This is where Tamari blushes and looks away. Right now, Conqueror looks like to have a tick mark, and this is where he says, "What about my puppet? What the hell am I gonna do with it?" Naruto looks at it and says, "Can't help you there. I can only help mostly chakra metal. I found out I can do something like that. Other than that, I don't know what your puppet. I can try to repair it, but I'm not a goddamn sentry, so I don't know any about wood style." This is where, well, Conqueror says, "Really? Really? So what am I have to base off my what am I gonna base my puppet off again then?" That's where Naruto goes up to the puppet and just kind of like looks at it, and this is where, well, he asks anyone for some help, and this is where, well, mostly Carnage didn't know what to do. Venom neither, and neither did Anti-Venom. Kurama says that he can add a bit of chakra, mostly chakra into it, but it won't be similar to that chakra metal, since this mostly puppet was made with only like wood and materials and other things you can find pretty easily, unlike the fan was made with chakra metal, a bit of it, but not much. This is where, well, mostly Naruto says, what will you do to it? I can repair it a little bit, but it will be destroyed later on if he overuses it. This is where Naruto uses a bit of the Nine Tails power and decides to just kind of give it to Conqueror. He decides to tell Conqueror not to overuse his puppet or it will kind of go in flames because it overheated after a while. Other than that, he wants the Sound Ninjas to actually, not Sound Ninjas, the two Sand Ninjas, three Sand Ninjas, mostly counting Gaara, to go out of this village now. This is where, well, he decides to go deal with Sasuke. Well, when he gets to Sasuke is at the very verge of death, and this is where, well, he's coughing up blood and sees Naruto. Naruto right now just looks at Sasuke and says, it seems you're gonna die by my hands. This is where Sasuke says, I fucking knew it. Well, Naruto, he kind of like puts his mostly rest into mostly these little sand dome that he was at. If you're gonna kill me, I wanna request something. Can you please kill Itachi for me? Why should I? Why should I even listen to that quest? Because kill my whole family. And all I want to do is revenge my family. I know the bloodline of the Uchihas is gonna disappear. I just want to kill Itachi. That's all I want to do. I know what I did was wrong. So you admit that sacrificing me against your own selfish thoughts will basically leave you in the consequences that you would die later on. Yeah, something like that. Dobie. Call me a Dobie one more time, I might just punch you so hard in the face to kill you. And screw your request. You really did change a lot. Yeah, asshole. Now, any last words before I crush your head? Sorry. This is where, well, he then kind of like looks up in the air and kind of just says, sorry, mom, dad, brother, I guess. This is where he remembers actually having a younger sister, but he doesn't remember her name. This is where, well, he then says, sorry, younger sister. This is where, well, mostly he says, this is where, well, mostly he says, sorry about that, Kiyomi Uchiha. He can only remember about that name for some reason because he remembers like his brother talking about having a younger sister and telling Sasuke that he was supposed to have a twin sister, but his father Fugaku decided to banish her, exile her when she was born because he didn't want any females in his like mostly But this is where, well, he was remembered to tell by mostly Fugaku didn't want a daughter in his, like, mostly family. So, of course, he exiled her before she was even, like, mentioned in the clan. Or even announced in the clan. But, yeah. So, of course, mostly Sasuke felt like he was gonna die. Thanks to what Naruto approaching closer. But this is where, well, before anything happens, a smoke bomb actually appears right in front of Naruto. Which actually annoyed Naruto. Because Naruto was about to go into Carnage form, but this where, well, someone tries to hit Naruto, which Naruto jumps back, and it was basically a kick swipe. And what Sasuke saw was basically a female with longish, kind of similar blackish hair to him. But of course, she has sort of the same style. She also kind of had like a Kunoichi outfit, and this where, well, she had the symbol of mostly the Sand Village somewhat. But yeah, let me show you. This is how Kiyomi looks like, and this is how her kind of Sharingan looks like. It's kind of like a whitish blue, but yeah. This is where she had kind of like bluish flames, but this is where, well, she says, "Aw, hey there, little brother," or not little brother, Oni-san. This is where, well, she kind of like crouches down to see Sasuke. There's two other females next to her, but this is where, well, Sasuke says, "Who are you?" He passes out. Naruto's having tick marks and saying, "Who the fuck are you?" This is where, well, Kiyomi turns around and says, "Oh, my name is Kiyomi Uchiha. I am the younger / twin sister of this Uchiha here. They were mostly about to kill." Okay. And why should I care? Huh? Why don't you care? I know that my brother did something stupid to you, but why don't you care? Naruto just growls and says, "I wonder why I don't care. Well, I don't really know the history between you and my brother. All I know is your name Naruto Uchiha, or not Naruto Uchiha. Sorry, your blackish hair literally reminds me of an Uchiha. Naruto Uzumaki. Not gonna lie, you look actually quite hot, in my opinion. That's where Naruto looks embarrassed and just says, whatever there. Says the one who looks kinda cute. That's where she blushes and says, you're giving me such compliments. This is where, well, she grins and says, well, I should probably be taking my brother away from here. Besides, tell the Leaf Village that he did die. Other than that, I should be going. No, you don't. This is where Naruto rushes straight to her and right now tries to kill Sasuke. But this is where someone tries to hit him with real lightning, which he managed to dodge. This is where he says, what the? This is where, well, someone actually appeared looking like this. Her name is Isaka Uchiha. That's her name. And this is where, well, she sends a golden lightning from her hands and says, sorry about that, Jinchuriki, but I can't let you kill my best friend's mostly brother. This is where, well, we'll see. Naruto sweatshop's in right now, cracked his head. It's saying so annoying. This is where, well, someone tried to punch him from the sky, and he had to dodge. And basically, it looks like this. This is more of a detail and how she kind of looks like when she's kind of like mostly the same age as Naruto. But yeah, she also has like a baby tiger next to her. But yeah, not the point. Another person appears from above, mostly Naruto, which Naruto only managed to dodge a little bit. But a slash from a blue sword actually appears, and she has bluish hair with kind of like these almost darkish blue eyes, somewhat. They look to be grayish. But this is where, well, her name is Ayana Hyuga. Yes, she's from the Hyuga clan. This is where, well, she then says, whoa, not bad, Uzumaki. This is where, well, Naruto's happy more for tick marks, because what the fuck? Who are these two, well, three people entirely? Sasuke is still alive and he can't fucking kill him. And this where, well, one of his clones managed to kind of, well, dispel and warn him about how the old man is right now getting tired of, well, mostly Orochimaru. And he scoffs and says, whatever, take him. This is where, well, mostly Kiyomi says, wait, what? You aren't going to fight us? You aren't going to see our skills? That's a shame, Uzumaki, but we want to see your skills. Shut up already. I have better things to do, and I can't let an old man die. Damn it. This is where, well, mostly Naruto explode with Nine-Tails energy. And this is where, well, he says, anti. This is where, well, anti-venom exploded around his body. Right now, covering up his body. And this is where, well, he made it into a suit with mostly white flowing tails behind him. And this is where he exploded from the ground, rushing straight towards the barrier of mostly where the old man and mostly the Raikage is fighting against, well, Orochimaru and the first, second, and even fourth Hokage. Jiraiya is seeing this. He's like, what the? Damn it, I wish I can help him, but I can't. My injuries from Naruto is still pretty bad. This is where, well, the barrier itself right now shatters into a million pieces. And before the Sound Ninjas can even do anything, Anti's right now kind of like mostly tentacles hits the mostly kind of like Sound Ninjas themselves, hitting them at the mark. And right now nullifying the mark and destroying it. Destroying the soul entirely. Just burning it, destroying it, and that's it. And this is where, well, mostly Orochimaru wiped his eyes after seeing Naruto. Naruto right now appears using his own kind of like mostly sludge whips from the symbiote, mostly the sludge whips from the symbiote to detain the kind of like three kind of Hokages. He didn't even care about Minato's like there anyway. He sealed them away in an instant by pulling out seal tags and just sealing them away and looking at Orochimaru with this look of, you're fucked up, bitch. This is where Orochimaru says, oh, well, look at that. Sound Ninjas? Kabuto? Oh, I guess I need to run. This is when Naruto start beating the shit out of this man. Start giving him the fucking mostly the Miguel treatment from Gojo, giving him that fucking hand-to-hand combat style. Pa 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 pa. He started kind of this looked like a crime for a second. He started giving him that fucking Miguel treatment. Fucking started getting his ass beat left, right, up, down. Yeah, Naruto was giving him the fucking Gojo combo. Ta 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 ta. This is where, well, mostly it looked like a crime. But yeah, but not the point. If you don't know what I'm talking about this. This is what I'm talking about.
The fucking great bitch, never stay the same, man, you know I never take shit. I don't talk about it, I just spit it, then debase it. You don't really want to have to run up, turn and face it.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Psych!
That's what I mean about the whole Gojo treatment. Well, mostly Gojo treating Miguel kind of wrong. It looked like he was abusing this shit. But not the point. But yeah, that man was giving him the fucking hand combo. Everyone was seeing this, and we're just pelling at the sight that Naruto was completely pissed. He didn't let Orochimaru even let off one bit. Every time Orochimaru tries to escape, an arm, mostly a kind of like leg from or not leg, mostly a tail from Naruto, grabs his ass back and starts punching his ass, giving him the worst combo ever. This is where Orochimaru just wanted to let it all finish until Naruto punched him so hard in the chest, right now hitting him in the heart and ripping it out, destroying it in an instant, while using anti-venom's kind of, well, mostly injecting anti-venom kind of fluids into mostly Orochimaru, right now destroying him in an instant. Well, it's kind of like poison a little bit, but not much. This is where, well, it destroys Orochimaru's body entirely. This is where, well, Naruto just sighs and says, well, that was interesting. Naruto smiles at mostly Hiruzen after getting out of his like anti-venom kind of form in his Naruto form and say, ugh, that shit was tiring. This is where, well, he's still in the Naruto's chocolate cloak. He's in the five tails form right now. And this is where, well, he says, well, she'll deal with the whole kind of village shit and attack, shouldn't I? Well, the Sound and Sand village is getting pushed back, but they might need help. Anti-Venom, Carnage, and Venom. Do you think you can actually separate multiple times? This is where all three of them nodded and says, yeah, we can. This is where Naruto says, okay. Multi-Shadow Clone Jutsu! What I mean, it kind of looked like this. It looked like this. But yeah, it was just so many clones appearing, and all the Sound and Sand Village ninjas that saw this were like shocked. This is where Kiyomi decided to sit down near her brother and saw the multiple clones and widened her eyes. This is where, well, Isaka and even, mostly Ayanaka says, we gotta go now. That's a lot of clones. This is where all of them had different, mostly Venom, Anti-Venom, and Carnage with them. And this is where, well, mostly the whole Sound and Sand Village were pushed further than ever in original canon. They were literally fucking pushed to their own territories and even further into their territories. This is where, well, mostly the Sound and Sand Village realized never to fuck with the Leaf Village when they have a monster in there. But yeah, this is where, well, Naruto was chilling after a while. He was just like eating some ramen, Taiuchi's kind of ramen shop. Yeah, that was the only place that didn't get destroyed, and he was happy. He was a fucking happy gopher. But yeah, I should also mention that the Mist Village was also there, the kind of Mizukage. She was also there kind of fighting against, well, mostly the, kind of Hokages from the reanimation, but yeah. She was a help, but not much against Minato, and since Minato got easily defeated thanks to Naruto. But yeah, Naruto's over here just eating some ramen, talking to Taiuchi, and Taiuchi's just talking to Naruto like if nothing ever fucking happened. Cause my boy Taiuchi, the 6 bowls of ramen here, well, mostly the sage is 10 or 6 bowls of ramen, but not the point. But other than that, I'm going to leave it off here for probably, actually, no, I'm just kidding. I'm going to go on with mostly a time skip about 2 weeks later. Naruto's just been chilling. Literally no one in the village wants to fuck with him. He is scary. He also did tell the Hiruzen that, yes, Sasuke did die. Even though it's a complete fucking lie, but whatever. He kept his promise with Kiyomi. That's where, well, we'll see. Right now, Hiruzen nodded and realized that the Uchihas dead. The Uchiha bloodline. Even though Naruto found out that there was other Uchihas, like Kiyomi and Isaka, or whatever her goddamn name is. And then there was also Ayame, who was basically a Hyuga. But whatever. He just didn't care too much. And just kind of just like was next to Hiruzen saying, so Naruto, you want to be Hokage now? Hell no. Naruto says, hell no. This is where, well, Hiruzen says, language. I'm not being Hokage still. You were not making me become the fucking Hokage where I have to do paperwork. Hell no. Nope. No. We not doing this shit. Naruto, please. No. Nope. You're not gonna throw this whole shit upon me now. I'm only fucking 13, motherfucker. This is where, well, Hiruzen says, come on, Naruto. It's not that much of a bad job. Hell no. You think I'm gonna do all that paperwork and deal with everyone? Hell no. Not even one bit chance. But if you are gonna put me as a mostly Kage ranking ninja, then I'll be gladly becoming a Jonin who has the power for Kage level ninja. But you know, I don't mind that. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Oh, come on. I'm just gonna put you as a Jonin level. Mostly, I wouldn't say low ranking Jonin, you're medium ranking Jonin because of what the skills you display. But yeah. Shit, am I? Can I get my Jonin vest to be customized? Fine. Shit. This is where, well, mostly Naruto's happy, but yeah, he was just right now laying on his chair. Well, you're kind of sleeping, but yeah. But this is where, well, Jiraiya says, I am here to, what's your request? Yes, to find Lady Tsunade, Jiraiya. Am I gonna bring No, Naruto's not gonna go with you because I know Naruto's gonna kick the brakes off of you again. No, he goes up to Naruto. Naruto says, if you talk to me, legendary Sanin named Jiraiya, I will murder you this time. I will put you in 6 feet under the ground and make sure to bury your ass alive. And I wouldn't care even one fucking remorse to even care if you are my godfather or not. Fuck off from my life. Jiraiya says, okay, never mind. The kid's scary. Exactly, I told you. Now you're gonna have to look for Tsunade yourself. Why by myself? She's gonna hate me when I find her. Well, she's already gonna hate you when she finds out what exactly you did to Naruto. Yeah, we're not telling her that anything. Nah, I'm gonna tell her. No, don't do that, man. Too fucking bad. This is where, well, we go into a time skip, but yeah, Naruto was also kind of sent out there by himself, but yeah, or mostly Ino and Hinata came along, but yeah, to kind of like find Tsunade, because mostly Hiruzen knows that mostly Jiraiya is gonna fail somehow, and so why not letting Naruto go out there with his multiple shadow clones that can just transform into anything. But yeah, but other than that, I'll be leaving it off here for mostly part 4 of this What If. So yes, other than that, bye, see you, and yeah, but other than that, yeah, see you.